Live from Rochester Sports Network studios in Gates, New York, it's Rochester Sports Mumblings. We got today Matt looking spiffy in his shirt.
Yeah, thank
This
you.
is presented by Salvatore's and the Rochester Razor Sharks, of course. And it's with your host, Matt Goldman.
Thank you.
I like it with his shirt. I look spiffy with his
And
You
shirt.
got a nice shirt, too. The other host, John Cargill.
I don't think my shirt's as nice as that one.
And here's your host, Matt Goldman.
Thank you, Muna, the announcer. That was
Thank you,
fantastic.
thank
You guys can hang out for a bit if you want. I mean, unless you got work to do.
No, we got.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for doing that then.
Thanks, guys.
Make sure you close that door. Welcome to episode 20 of Sports Mumblings. We are live. Mark Sotili is on his way in. He is going to be joining us as usual. We have a jam-packed show tonight. We are going to have the one and only SoccerSam Fauntazzo, owner extraordinaire of Salvatore's Pizza and the Rochester Lancers.
Yum and awesome.
He will be joining in about 6:15 Eastern Time if you're listening to this live. Of course, we are now being simulcast on LateNightSportsRadio.com, 10 p.m. every Tuesday night. Also, I found out, John, Late Night Sports Radio, even if you miss the show live at 10 o'clock every week, you can still, anytime, you can go back and listen to it on LateNightSportsRadio.com. So
You
it's
never miss anything.
pretty much on demand. You can go there and listen anytime you want, starting at 10 p.m. on Tuesday nights. That's LateNightSportsRadio.com. And we thank our friends over at Late Night Sports Radio. Also, you can check us out on RockSportsNetwork.com. You can hear the new show posted towards the end of every week. But again, Late Night Sports Radio will be up every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. And also, we wanted to let you know, RockSportsNetwork.com.
Hey, Mark's here.
Hey, Mark Sotili has joined us. Mark, grab some headphones. RockSportsNetwork.com. They have a bunch of other great shows, John. Upstate Range is an Orange podcast, Syracuse Orange podcast. The Big Schmaz, which is
like the Big Lebowski.
incredibly entertaining. I do recommend everyone to go to RockSportsNetwork.com and click on The Big Schmaz. It is a bizarre show.
The Big Schmaz.
It's a wrestling podcast. It's just extremely entertaining. So please listen to that. Also, 31st Lap and Rush Outdoors. Those are some other shows on the RockSportsNetwork.com network. And we have to also thank our friends at the Rochester Lancers. We'll be hearing a lot about them tonight, but their next home game is coming up on Sunday, January 25th, 4 p.m. at the Blue Cross Arena against the arch-rival Syracuse Silver Knights, and also our friends at the Rochester Razor Sharks. They will be home the day before that, Saturday, January 24th, against the Erie Hurricane at the Blue Cross Arena. Mark, thank you for coming. The traffic was awful today.
It was horrible.
Traffic was
There you
so
go.
bad, so bad.
It was really awful.
And it's not even that bad out.
No, it's
no,
not.
no,
I don't
not at all.
understand. But it
I
seems
don't
like
either.
whenever there's snow at all, it just gets really bad.
Oh, it's like
Yep.
they panic. Panic-stricken people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's like we've been living in Western New York for how long?
Yeah.
You know?
wait, an inch of snow. Look
Right.
out.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, it's a little bit slippery with it. Because it's like when the snow is like up near 32 degrees, it's like,
Yeah, it's
The
it's
slush.
heavier.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's-
in-between thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That is probably the worst, though, when it comes to... I say slush and ice are pretty close
Yeah.
to equal.
well, let's
I'd agree.
Let's not do a weather show here. But so, by the way, Mark is joining us full time now. You are full time third mic.
yes, I am a full-time third mic. I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. We are very excited to have
That's
you.
great.
We love you on the show, and
I love
it's gonna
being
be
on
great.
the show.
Awesome.
So I mean, you guys are great people. I mean, and hopefully
you.
we'll get more people listening. And
Yeah. That is the plan. And we're going to, the other thing to promote, Rock Podfest, February 6th and 7th at the Record Archive. If you're here in Rochester, come check us out along with all of the other podcasts in Rochester. There's about 30 of them, and a lot of them are extremely entertaining. Vinny Paulino, who we had on the show earlier, he owns rockpodcast.com, and he's hosting that. It should be a great
That should
event.
be awesome.
All right, so here's what we're going to talk about. First of all, the Lancers beat the Detroit Waza Flow at the Blue Cross Arena on Saturday, 25-13, a convincing victory. I would say.
Yeah, it was definitely a good game. The Lancers were definitely playing hard, and we came out and showed Detroit that we're no joke.
And Andrew Hoxie, the big smooth, with 4 goals, led the way. And it seemed like it was a very wide open game. It was very dissimilar to any of the Baltimore games or the Milwaukee game or the Chicago game. It was just wide open soccer.
Well, I think the difference is, I'm not taking anything away from Detroit. They're definitely a good team, but I think the difference is, where we come from and what we're trying to do. And when we work together as a team, you can see that it opens it up, and we can pick teams apart. But we just all got to be on the same page at the same time. And once that happens, I think Hoxie had 4 goals, 4 assists. That's amazing. But he definitely has it in him. He's a big guy. He can hold the ball, and he shows what he can do. And like I said, if we are on the same page, we can pick teams apart.
Nice.
Now, Mark, John, it was a good crowd on Saturday. There's a little bit extra build-up to this game than usual due to some Facebook videos that were posted. One of them by a person who's going to be joining us in about 20 minutes here, the Mohican Warrior, a.k.a. Eliot Fauske. He had this to say before Saturday's game.
The Mohican Warrior here, transponding live, joined by the leader of the pack. Yes, the Chihuahua Warrior. She was telling me the Detroit Waza flow.
It's a little
looking
Chihuahua.
like a Detroit dog treat. She can't wait till 1 p.m. Saturday the 10th, when the Detroit Waza flow come to town to take on your Rochester Lancers. The Scicluna brothers. Oh, they got the flowing blonde locks off their head. But why don't you step into real manhood like the Chihuahua Warrior and see that she has flowing golden locks on her whole body?
The dog.
Whatever happened to Detroit going soft? What happened to Motown, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, the Jackson 5, etc.? Now all I hear about is Eminem and Kid Rock and more white rappers than Dove bars.
Actually, like
Motown had more soul than a shoe store.
I like that Dove bars.
I don't even
That's
get that,
hilarious.
honestly.
It's
Now
funny.
joined by this vicious
Don't
beast,
explain it to me, but
this
I
fearless
still haven't
savage,
gotten it.
This monster.
Oh, okay, I got
We
it.
will be ready to take
Oh.
on the Detroit Waza.
rapper.
That's good, I got it.
Dove
That's
bar.
fun. No, that's
There's
funny. I got it. That's funny.
Nothing. Look at her eyes. She runs from no one. That's her pursuing her prey. She's not running from anybody.
As she ran.
As
she
the
ran.
You
dog
put her
run
down
away.
and a dog ran.
Flow hits on.
But she wasn't running, just chasing prey.
Okay, and then that video was then responded to by Dominic Scicluna, who we had on this show a couple weeks ago. Last time Detroit was in town, and he is the owner, coach, and player for the Detroit Waza Flow. He's also 43 years old, and
Now, I don't know if you guys know that, but Eliot almost posts one of those almost every game.
yes,
So it's just, if someone responds, that's kind of cool,
It
and
is. It's great.
Yeah, and it was
no,
awesome, but-
and we should start playing them actually every week because they're very funny.
The fact that Scicluna responded is pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the Mohican Warrior. I'm just saying that you never see us in the same place at the same time.
Oh,
So it's-
okay.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Okay. And this was the response from
Okay,
Dominic
my
Scicluna.
little Chihuahua warrior, you're dealing with the Cherokee Waza Flow Warrior Nation, and I've got them all locked up in a
There's
cage
bunch-
on
They're on
wheels.
the bus. It's them and the bus,
Back
two
here, my
roster.
little Chihuahua warrior. Oh, by the way, in case you all don't speak English, I'm gonna speak slowly.
Because we
You
don't
better
all
have
speak
your
English.
whole Rochester city up in that arena.
Hold on, stop it for a second.
Because it's gonna take all.
But you
So-
gotta- you
so
gotta
what else?
remember half
So-
our team is Spanish too. So
Is that what that
I would
comment
imagine.
was about?
I would imagine.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
wondering because someone in the back of the bus said, "quote They don't speak English, so you gotta." What is it?
He said speak slowly because they don't speak English. Now, the
Right.
funniest part was he said it with a very non-discernible
Yeah.
accent.
Right,
Yeah.
it didn't really seem like.
I actually thought he spoke Spanish in the back.
Right, I think
Yeah.
he was.
Well, he did. He started out, and then he said, "Yeah, they don't speak English, so you have to speak slowly."
All right, continue.
You to contain what I have. The Scicluna brothers and the Waza Flow brothers are in the back, and you know what? I haven't fed them. I'm not feeding them dinner, unless of course
It's like abuse.
your boy with the smooth
Yeah, you don't wanna say it with
glasses,
PETA around.
Soccer Sam, comes to rescue. And I'm going to keep these soccer lions hungry.
They went from being dogs to
This is your
lions.
soccer Waza Doberman
It's
coming
true.
at you.
Okay, the
Born
Doberman
to
comic comes
definitely
out.
catch you. No need to catch you because we got the Motown
And now he starts rapping.
soul flow. No need for some soul glow like you probably put in that hair, my Mohican warrior brother.
Of course, a
Now, word
reference
to
to
your
the
mother,
Eliot's
daddy,
hair.
sister, and your brother. We're coming with another force that's going to hit you and get you. We're going to check away and show, overlap and flow. Hit a little move and then go straight to goal. Score me a goal, it's a Detroit Waza flow. Waza! Waza!
And here goes the chant.
We're coming to get you.
Coming to get you.
I think
Running up on you, and we ain't going to warn you. And you better do something with that little dog, because I'm a Doberman. Peace. Suckers.
And I didn't get the whole Doberman thing until John informed me before the show that Dobermans eat Chihuahuas.
They can, because they're
Apparently.
because they're very large dogs and Chihuahuas are small dogs. So a Doberman, basically what he's saying is, you're a Chihuahua, well, I'm a Doberman. It's a size
Is
comparison
Doberman the
thing.
big, like, dogs that are like 6 feet long?
They're
No.
no.
Why wouldn't he say like a Saint Bernard?
Because St. Bernards aren't known for their aggression like Doberman are.
I'm just wondering why they were in a bus that looked like the old thing from the Chiefs. Remember that slap shot?
Slapshot.
I thought it looked like one of those like party buses.
Yeah, I was
Like,
saying, it
I
looks
thought
like
I
a-
saw like a stripper
It
pole
looks
in
like
the
a
back.
party bus to me.
I don't know.
I
But there was
think
like
it was.
there was only like 5 guys on the bus.
Yeah, well, where did the rest of the guys come from?
They get to ride in their cars while
they were
the
up.
Scicluna
They were up the
brothers
top of the pole. They
get
were.
to have the stripper pole bus.
All right.
What do they call it? What's that one around here? Like Magic Moments or whatever?
I don't know. They should be a sponsor though.
They should.
But all right, we're gonna get back to that a little later. Eliot is gonna be calling in. Also, maybe I don't know. Maybe the Mohican Warriors' arch nemesis Dominic may also be calling in.
Oh.
Hint, hint.
Uh-oh.
So stay
Fans,
tuned
stay
for
tuned.
that.
He's actually, I talked to him a little bit during the game and after the game. He's actually a really nice guy.
Oh,
too,
I'm sure.
so-
Yeah, he does seem like a really nice
And
guy.
like at halftime, he does the show for the fans.
Yeah,
and-
he did. He did his little bit where his juggling bit.
Yeah,
it was,
yeah.
It was really cool. Did you
Seems
see
very
it?
Yeah, I
passionate,
was
too.
out there for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So okay, but first, an article came out in the paper on I believe this was Saturday morning about the lack of quality of the Lancers playing surface of the turf. That pretty much every team that has played here in the past 4 seasons has complained about how terrible the turf is. In particular, Baltimore's coach Danny Kelly was saying that they shouldn't have even played on the 27th. He wanted the referees to not play the game. And then he said that 2 of his players sustained injuries. One was an MCL sprain, one was an ankle sprain because of the nature of the turf. SoccerSam saying that it's not their fault, it's the city's fault. And Tommy Tanner and others suggesting that the people at the Blue Cross Arena don't really do a great job of laying the turf down. So we're going to have SoccerSam on in a second. Mark, what's your experience with the turf there?
I'll be honest with you. The turf is really sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's okay, but it's never been great. I've been at some of the other places that I've played in. Some of their turfs aren't that great either.
Like where?
Even Syracuse puts it right on the ice. So
Right.
if Joey Capino's tripped on their turf. He could have sustained a pretty good injury. And right at halftime, they were fixing the area that he tripped on.
Oh,
so,
really?
Not every place is perfect. And I definitely think that ours could be laid down a little bit better. I just don't think the guys that are laying it down are really take pride in their job. You know what I mean?
and that was suggested in this article as well.
I think Doug Miller also suggested that if you want the turf to be laid down properly, let us players do it. We'll do it. In the morning. I mean,
Would you think the team would actually do it?
yeah, they would. I mean, because we have to worry about it too. I mean,
It's
we got
true.
guys
It's your
tripping-
careers.
Yeah, we got guys tripping on it just like
yeah,
anybody else.
It's
and,
true.
I think Syracuse actually, their guys are the ones that actually laid their turf down.
Their players
Yeah,
actually do?
That's what I heard.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Hey, I mean, if that would work, then
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea to me. But it does. Jeff Calkins, the guy that runs the arena, was saying that if the Lancers are back, it's not going to last another year. SoccerSam.
I'm here, man.
Okay, I'm
Hey.
sorry about that. No, we had a little problem on our end. All right, so Sammy, we're talking about this. Thank you for joining us again, by the way. We're talking about this turf issue. There's an article out in the paper Saturday morning about pretty much every other team apparently complaining about the quality of the turf at the Blue Cross Arena. What's